Have you ever watched someone who seemed to have it all and then lost almost everything? Linda Evans was once one of the most loved faces on television. She had fame, fans, and a life that many people only dream about. But now, as she nears her 81st birthday, her life looks very different, and not in the way most people expected. What happened to her? Why does her life seem so sad now? And how did things change so quickly? You might be surprised, and even a little shocked by what you are about to hear. So stay with us until the end because Linda's story is not what you think. Linda Evans became famous in the 1960s. She was best known for playing Crystal Carrington on the hit television show called Dynasty. Back then, she was seen by millions every week. People loved her style, her acting, and her sweet personality. She was not just a television star, she was a big part of pop culture. Magazines had her on their covers, and fans followed her every move. But being in the spotlight all the time was not easy. Behind the camera, Linda was facing struggles of her own. Even though she smiled on television, Linda's personal life was full of heartbreak. She had several relationships that did not last. She wanted to have a family, but things did not work out the way she hoped. She once said that she gave all her love to the people she was with, but in the end, she often felt alone. These quiet battles were hard on her. And as the years passed, they started to show. As she got older, Linda started to move away from Hollywood. She felt tired of being judged by how she looked or how young she seemed. She wanted peace. She moved to a quiet home in the countryside, far from the busy lights of Hollywood. For many years, she lived alone. No husband, no children, just her and a few close friends. Some people called it peaceful. Others thought it seemed lonely. But for Linda, it was a way to breathe. Still, being alone so often took its toll. In her later years, Linda began having serious health problems. She struggled with back pain so bad, it sometimes kept her in bed for weeks. She also had trouble walking and doing simple things around the house. There were days when she could not even get up without help. And because she lived far away from big cities, getting medical care was not always easy. She once admitted in an interview that she felt forgotten. Not by her fans but by the world around her. That is when people began to worry about her, not just as a star but as a person. It is not just about being older. Lots of people grow old and live happy lives. But what makes Linda's story feel sad is how alone she seems to be. She gave her whole life to the world of acting, and now it seems like she is spending her last years mostly in silence. There are no big parties, no close family nearby, no children to care for her. Just quiet days in a small home, far from the fame she once knew. Fans who remember her bright smile on Dynasty cannot help but feel a little heartbroken seeing her now. But even though her life seems quiet and sad, there is something powerful about Linda Evans. She still tries to stay positive. She still believes in love, even if it did not last for her. And she still talks to fans when she can, sharing memories and stories from her past. She may not have the spotlight anymore, but she has something that cannot be taken away, her history. Linda once said, "I have lived a full life. Not always happy, not always easy, but full." Those words show that even in sadness, there can be peace. Linda Evans is almost 81 now. Her life is not like it used to be, and yes, some parts of it are truly sad. But maybe that is what makes her story so real. She reminds us that fame does not last forever, and that even the biggest stars face pain, loss, and loneliness. But she also reminds us to keep going, to find peace where we can, and to be thankful for the moments we had. If you remember Linda from her television days, or if you are just learning about her now, we hope her story makes you think. Let us know in the comments. What do you think about how Linda is living now? Does it seem sad, peaceful, or something else? And if you want to hear more true stories about stars from the past, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Thank you for watching.